Hello and welcome back to Let's Have Pieces of Music that I recognize but can't put the name on because I forget the name or something. I don't know. It is still December 15th, apparently. It's still a lie, but that's kind of irrelevant at this point. This isn't exactly how I foresaw this castle. Because... oh, sorry. I just had a drink of Pepsi. This... Pepsi Max, I should say, because normal Pepsi isn't really that great. But, is this like the entrance to the castle? Not more of these rock guys. Really? How do you expect me to get past that? Getting past the freaking solid wall is easier than getting past the stupid freaking football stone guy. Luigi just is kind of a dolphin jump there, I feel like. I mean... huh? No. Screw you, mushroom. Why would you have the mushroom by the water like that? That's a terrible decision. See, what do I do here? What do I freaking do here? Like that, I guess. This better not kill me, thank you. Okay, this is weird. I'm just so confused as to... huh? Those weren't retry clocks. Those just added to my timer, I think. But why? Doesn't feel like I have a particularly low timer right now. I had 500 seconds at some point. It's a bit strange. Is there something down there? Because there's something down here. But do I jump down there? I don't know. The game isn't really giving me an indication. Although, well, to be fair, I guess I kind of got to check that way. Although... perfectly honestly, I'm not sure I really benefited from that. Because I would have... oh my gosh. This is a problem with me personally, because I saw the fish jump, and that basically made me panic so that I jumped myself into the fish. And now I decided that I shouldn't jump no matter what because the fish is going to jump, but then it didn't. But I guess maybe I was too fast? I don't know. Mushroom catacombs, I never even acknowledged. Why didn't it jump now, actually? That is a good point. That feels like an inconsistency. An inconsistency is the worst thing you could possibly have in a 2D platformer. Why can I not jump on top of it? Why did this game suddenly... from the moment there were levels that were new to me, from that moment... there have been so many questionable things that have happened. And of course I've made, you know, some funny jabs at things in the past about things that have happened, but generally it's been a fairly positive attitude, and genuinely so. I've never lied about my opinions or anything here. But I don't understand what happened. It might be— no! I hate you with a burning passion, honestly! Just... you're damn right you can't get in the pipe. That's a Mario zone only. Why am I Mario? I was Luigi. This... no! Don't come down here! No! That's a terrible decision! You should not be able to come down here where things are so tight for me. And that is not a positive use of the word tight. I meant more so that I didn't really have much room for movement. And I totally hit the jump button. And why are we still getting frustrated over this level when we got done with that last time? That's just how much of a hassle it's being. Oh, that is me scratching my head in frustration. Sorry. Okay. That has happened to me so many times now that I dare say that that is actually kind of a bit of a design flaw. That particular slope is very frustrating because of its slippery nature. See, I keep trying to just jump on these buzzy beetles. And I hit the down key. The hell is your problem, game? What do you have huh? What the? OBS? Oh shit, OBS isn't showing this. I think... okay, I meant to hit F1. I think I accidentally hit F2. I mean, other way around. F2 accidentally hit F1. So here's an interesting thing. hitting F1 or F3, I don't know which one I hit wrong, gives you info. It says here the Buzzy Bee Company presents Super Mario Bros. Doomsday, made with Saturn Mario Engine 3, created by Buzz and Ben. And there's an update list, which I actually rather agree with the decision of adding. Apparently there was a glitch where Luigi would get stuck when attempting to return to level 5-5. But that's not a problem anymore, so that's good. This game was made possible with the open source Mario engine SME3 made by Supernova. Unlike the past two prequels, the game's engine has its own unique physics similar to the classic Super Mario World. The fan game being based off Super Mario World and various Super Mario World hacks, most of the codes are custom made. Here we go. F1 shows info, sorry. F2 restarts the game, F8 goes full screen, F4 goes full screen, F8 modifies controls as I've shown, F9 takes screenshots, that's interesting, I didn't know about that. Escape of course exits the game. Huh? What the fuck? Okay. I crushed it! At long last! I crashed it to such an extent that I can't even hit F2 to reset it. I can't hit escape to close it. And, well, there we go. I don't know if a message box showed up on the recording there, but the program definitely did stop responding. Thankfully, where I happened to be, I didn't lose any progress. But I really don't know why that happened. I just hate it so much when I plan out a scenario in my head and I do what I believe is the right thing to do in order to achieve such things. And then it just doesn't work out. And that's basically how I would explain this entire level. It's just a series of things not going as I planned them. And then things happening that I actively work against happening, then they manage to happen anyway! And I don't understand how to things. I don't, because I feel like the way things are designed, I can't blame the game because it's being consistent. It's doing what it's supposed to do. No, I don't entirely agree with a lot of these placements, such as the slope right here. This slope is a big problem, a much bigger problem than you'd think, being just a simple little slope. But that slope has made me die a lot of times, from simply trying to do a tiny little jump that made me touch the slope slightly, completely unintentionally, and then it made me slide a little bit, and that piranha plant is too much. It adds too many elements to this whole deal, and then once you get past it, you suddenly have this stupid part where the springboard disappears for no good reason, while you also need to get past the rock throwing guy. And again, I need to stress the fact that we're done with this level, we're supposed to be done with it, but it's just being so unnecessarily frustrating. That Koopa can go suck a plumber! Not this one though, he's busy, but... I meant to say like suck a cactus or something, but then my words just slipped. I was just thinking about plumbers, I guess. God. So, I mean, okay, we're gonna continue the trend of completing just 2 levels. Does that include that level that we just completed for a second time? Maybe it does, because this level as well is turning out to not be one of my favorites. Even though I really haven't seen a lot of it, but here we immediately have the problem of the fish not doing what it's supposed to do. Sometimes it does what it's supposed to do, but when you can't tell when it does and when it doesn't, that's a problem. And also, you should be able to jump on the top of it. You've always been able to do that in Mario games. And also, screw you football guys. I have always, in my entire life, have a really bad connotation, like, a really bad association with football. Because every person that I've ever hated during years of elementary school or middle school, just, you know, the bad school years, basically. But pretty much every person who is an asshole has had something to do with football. And I don't know, it's just... Oh my gosh. I don't know why I got into that, of all things, but that's the truth, at least. Football is really not my thing, and it's not just because the sport doesn't interest me. It downright makes me, you know, think of the people. And I'm a positive person, I think. I feel like this video hasn't really shown off that side of me. I like to think that the positive side of me is a fairly big and, you know, crucial part of, like, me! Ah, I could have died. I didn't want to hit that switch! Why, no! Paratroopers are the worst thing in the history of any... See! That I disagree with. Is that can't have been right. The hitbox there for parts of the turtle you can actually hit, that's not right. Because I clearly hit the top part of the turtle, right? I should think so. And I often, you know, I'm not trying to get political or anything, but I have very strong opinions about this, and my opinion is that was kind of bullshit. Now, can I not hit this switch? Can I just... No! Apparently I cannot. What if there's a power-up in that block? What if I almost just died, which I did in fact almost just do? That's kind of frustrating. But why is the P-switch even here? What's it helping me do? Nothing, it seems. It just kind of made those clocks slightly more difficult to hit. And I really need to stress again, Ben, that I have a really aggravated tone right now. And it's not entirely justified. I'm not really this angry with you. It's just being really accentuated by my previous frustration, caused partially by questionable design, I will say. Like this. What the hell just happened there? He went back down so fast. He shouldn't be going that fast. They don't usually go that fast. Again, the problem with inconsistency, which is just the worst thing you can have in any possible 2D platformer like this. It's like, what makes things unfair is when it's unpredictable. What makes things go from being the fault of the player to the fault of the game is when the players suddenly did something that they could have done before, they have done before with success, but then suddenly it's not okay anymore. Because the game didn't really feel like doing it that particular time. That mushroom I disagree with on a level design perspective. This fish is annoying. Oh, I should just stop talking, because there are so many things that are really not... Oh my gosh, okay. You know what? I was joking before when I said that the 2 levels we'll be completing includes the one that we just did. Why are the controls so freaking unresponsive? I hit down before going into the file, but it doesn't like that, because apparently it really likes file A, and I can understand that. A is a very fine letter. But gosh darn it, it's really a problem. And here we're back again in this level, and this football guy! Go suck a cactus! Which is what I was trying to say before. I just like that insult, okay? A feather? That's interesting. I actually think I would rather have a flower, in all honesty. I'd rather just keep the feather in reserve. Why would that why would that guy not get hit? Oh, hello. Am I just gonna lose my flower now? Hey, actually didn't. Nice. How about we try and not die this time? Hit the shell. I dare you. Freaking hell! How did you know that I was gonna screw that up? Can I get another power up? No, it's just a coin. That's strangely, like, bounced. Have all coins always done that? I'm not even gonna hit that switch. I disagree with that switch. Because it's being mean to me. I don't... No! I totally hit the top of it! Why are paratroopers just the worst thing in the world? I bet, you know what, I bet that paratroopers will just do things because they can, even though they know they're not the nice things to do. I bet. What the hell? Huh? It's moving me when wait. Or is that just Luigi's traction? What happened? Why did everything go away? Oh. Oh, Springboard. You bring me such misery, and yet you keep coming back to me. At least the green ones don't disappear, right? I should certainly hope so. Here we are at the actual underwater castle part. I enjoy the moving background effects. That's cool. I'm kind of struggling to enjoy life at the moment. To be perfectly honest. Because why was there no power-up there? That really feels like there should have been a power-up. That was a nice place to hide a 1-up. But that's not really what I'm after. How did I hit the fin? What the fin? Oh. Oh, I forgot I got a checkpoint. Okay, well, I didn't need to stop talking then. Sorry. Wow, I also just noticed the, like, motion blur on Luigi. That's kind of neat as well. And yeah, sure, whatever. That's cool. Sure, I don't care. I have no reason to go up there because that's just despair, really. Bullets, no. Homing bullets, that even more no. That even more no. Oh, Ted's too. And Bill's, and where did that Bill come from? Huh? That didn't come from any cannon that I've ever seen. That's another case of... That's something else that I dare say is kinda not really my fault. I had no reason to believe that there would be a bullet bill from that particular... from like that particular angle. I was certainly paying attention to the cannon, which I would expect to fire a bill, but then another bill just came from somewhere else, which completely caught me off guard, as evident by the fact that I died. And also, that's a bit unfair. I was trying to get past it, and I didn't really want to go to the left because I was expecting a Ted to come from out of there. Oh, wow. Actually, I think I may retake a statement that I originally took back. I think the problem is that there's just too much going on. Because when you're playing through a game like this, it's all a matter of, you know, getting past obstacles. It's an obstacle course. But when there's so many things to take into consideration, how many obstacles should you have, really? Oh my gosh, at least at this point in the game? Because this is early. This shouldn't be something... Wait, why did that not get stopped by the... Because, oh well, because these aren't homing. But there are so many bullets! What? Huh? I didn't notice the fact that was a wall. Thought that was a background element. Okay. That was kinda sudden. That's again, okay. I think one thing that's frustrating me here, or I think one thing that you maybe need to consider a little bit more, Ben, is how different elements interact with each other, and how the fact that they're interacting with each other can affect the player's experience. Because with all these bullets... Okay, no, actually I should start elsewhere. With all these balls of chains running around, you kind of want to just get past them as quickly as possible. You don't really have the time to dwell, because they're just going to keep spinning around and eventually get back to you. But by not stopping, really, you get all of these you get all of these bullet bills chasing you anyway! And then suddenly you notice there's a wall there, and you just panic. What are you supposed to do? And honestly, right now, I'm not even sure what I am supposed to do. And I fucking hate hiccups interrupting me talking. And I hate fish. Really? Wow. Why is this game so negative? It's really just... You know, the world ending, that's not really a happy theme. I feel like, Ben, for your next game, you should really think about doing something that just makes people happy. Instead of just, you know... Ugh. Okay, you know what? Okay, here we go. A new rule for video making. Just don't even make progress. because that's for sissies. Because honestly, I just need a break, I feel, and I haven't really done any progress. So, if this wasn't fun for you to watch at least, then this was just a big mess and a huge failure of the Earth. And I do firmly apologize, but I really don't feel like continuing right now, because I need to calm down. I'm being a lot more loud and obnoxious than I ever planned to be, so sorry. Sorry for the train wreck. It's not all your fault, Ben. Not all. But more than I would have liked to admit, actually. There is some questionable level design choices, but I've already gone at length about the parts that I, disagree with. Of course, a lot of the frustration also comes from my own skills not being the highest. But it's not exclusively that, and that's a problem. But anyway, I'm really sorry I'm being so negative. I really never intended to do that. But thanks for watching regardless, and I'll see you later.